All right, we're back for another episode of Nuggets of Knowledge. This is stage 5 from Dry Creek this last weekend. Take a look, then we'll talk about it. Yeah, too many extra shots. Anyway, let's talk about this. Start position in the middle of the stage, my least favorite. A lot of movement with no points being scored moving back right there. But that's the way we work, right? So, going straight back here. There was an option to go here and then here. I didn't like it. I felt I could cut some time backing out of position for the way I did it. So let's go half speed. And that is a Brennan Conaway sighting in the wild. Weird thing. Take off. Something to note. Look how I have my hips set up. The muzzle of the gun is pointing downrange, releasing about a 45-degree angle. My right foot, there's a little weight on it, not much. My left foot is set up so I have a big purchase of my foot flat on the ground so I can push off hard on it. When I draw the gun, I draw first, then shift my hips. That way there's no chance of an RO making a call that I broke the 180. Keep the gun in a good safe position, little hand pumping, look where our feet need to go. This can be a little slippery here, so I come in a little soft knees there. Break foot, stop foot. I slid up a little bit just to get the energy taken out of my movement. Gun could have been up a little earlier, but I was shooting steel around the wall first, and it was more important to have a good platform. But yes, I could have had the gun up a hair earlier. Here we go. Steel, steel, paper, head gun. See there, I went head and gun before. This transition here, I like the backing out. I'd still do that again. When I transitioned here, my head was not very far in front of the gun. So when I got there, I had to come to a complete stop because the gun wasn't, I didn't know exactly where the gun had to stop. I couldn't continue to drag the right foot across the front and do what I call a lift or a delayed step to shoot it on the move. Could have picked up a little time there. Still got my 2 alpha. Matter of fact, I got all alpha on the stage. Transition. I knew the foot speed I wanted to use to cover the ground. I wasn't worried about shooting super fast. I was more worried about scoring alphas. Come here. Now this is someplace right here is what a lot of people did. The vast majority, even my squad, shot this little array right here, stand by, up front more. What that did is when I went to go shoot this target around the barrel, it closed the angle off really quick. So I tried to come in and basically tuck my shoulder around the wall and give myself an extra foot or foot and a half of angle to take this next target on the move instead of flat-footed. I was able to make up some space right there. Get the reload done. Now, the extra shots here. When I remounted the gun after the reload, I did not get the gun mounted properly, and as I pushed the sights out, they were not in the middle of the window for the dot. I had to really augment and twist my grip. With a Chile aggressive grip, it's kind of hard just to slide your hands over. And I got through it, but I actually had to find the dot and press the trigger. That's why the extra shot's going through here. Shot a little slower, still managed to get all alpha for the whole stage. I can't remember what it was overall. It was 90-something percent. I think 92%. Yeah, 92%, 6-7 hit factor. Just 3 seconds off the pace from the young guys. Now let's look at my footwork a little bit more. Go half speed. Again, lift the right foot, push off with left foot. Don't let that shin angle get any deeper than what I did coming out of position there. The closer your shin angle on the push-off knee gets to 45, the more likely you are to slide. So I try to take off more like a sprinter with higher knees, not pushing off, not letting my legs get as far back. coming in here. Good example of brake foot. I turn, my both feet are travel feet. They're moving in the direction I want to travel. In comes left foot. Big contact, bend the knee, could have been a little softer, come across, and what I did here was I slid up to a narrow stance to square up to my hardest target, which was this partial down here. When I transition, my hips turn, and I start to set up for what's next. Big step, driving step. I knew I needed to make a little longer step right here. That's what you see me doing. That's definitely not my normal stride, but I knew I needed that based on my walkthrough. Slide that foot up, a little step slide. Push off. Both have travel feet. We're moving straight towards the target. Peel off. Big step to get that spacing I needed to be here. So I said tuck the shoulder. Right foot, yes, I'm weighted up real heavy here. That was on purpose so I can get around the wall, and it also sets up for my change of direction to drop out of position to help me get moving. If I can shoot on the move on a straight forward or straight back, that's what I prefer because we're a lot more accurate. We don't have to worry so much about the side to side. Then I finish up the rest of the stage pretty solid there. Hopefully you found something in here that works for you. Watch your feet, get that head there first. These are two really important things. And on the draw, make your muzzle angle when you draw. So obviously inside the 180, the RO doesn't have to make a decision. See you on the range. Get TF5, let's do some training.